Alrighty, what's going on, everybody? Hello! What's going on? How's everyone doing this weekend? Welcome back to my streams. I know it's weird that I'd be coming back from a break on a Saturday. Definitely out of place. You know, my schedule this week was a little bit different. My schedule for the next couple of weeks is going to be pretty weird, just to forewarn all of you. I'll talk about that here on the pre-stream today. And, I hope you're excited. I hope you're excited for me to come back from my day off yesterday, which was quite fun. It was a great day off with my wife, and had got a lot done and had some fun, which was good. Today we're coming back full time for 5 straight days, I believe. Hold on, let me think about this. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Yeah, 5 straight days of streaming, guys, before I take any kind of a break again. All right, and it's gonna be a good variety and a lot of fun. So I hope that you will join me for all of it. Let me explain what we're going to be all about. All right. So, good variety of stuff. We're going to have ongoing playthroughs for the most part, but I am going to balance in chill content as well this week. What I found was that, you know, with all these new releases that came out around the end of June, that people like me when I cover them, but they don't like when I only solely focus on them and kind of ignore the other ongoing things that I have made staples of my streaming this year. You know, one of the major things that I changed in 2019 is that I have a steady rotation of chill stream games that I play on the regular. You know, even though there's new releases, you know, we have these chill streams where it's not really super important that we focus heavily on the gameplay, but instead it's important that we focus on interaction on the streams, right? And I agree with you guys that these have been some of the best streams that I've held this year. I don't want that to change just because a new release is now out. You know what I mean? And you know what? Admittedly, that did happen for about a week where I was just basically very busy with the new releases and we kind of ignored the chill streams. Then all of a sudden this last week, people gave me feedback and said, well, Phil, if you integrate back in the chill streams, we would like to see that. So I did. I brought back Minecraft and Black Ops 4 Blackout. And dude, when I did, people were like, this is great. You know, this is good because now you got the new stuff on your earlier streams, but you got variety on the late streams. That's what we want, all right? So I'm going to continue with that, okay? I am going to continue with that, and I hope that you guys will enjoy it, all right? Allow me to explain what you guys can expect this week, okay? So right now, we're going to resume with the Stranger Things 3, the game playthrough. For those who did not see this when I premiered it back on Thursday, it is the game that is directly tying in with Season 3 of Stranger Things. In my opinion, it's quite a great game. It is a retro throwback game for sure. It looks like a game on the Super Nintendo Entertainment System or the Sega Genesis. It's obviously intentionally done to look like that. It's a ton of fun. It's good combat, based with open world exploration, puzzle solving, and it has the plot and characters of Stranger Things. In fact, it has most of the major characters so far of the show. Each character has their own unique abilities, which is really neat. Like, I really like this game a lot. Some people, sadly, not giving it a chance because they say, oh, it looks retro, it looks old school. We don't like that. The bottom line is, guys, and I'm going to say this again, I really feel that I should be giving indie games and other games that aren't necessarily giant AAA giant AAA heavy production releases, not pre-stream, heavy production releases. I should be giving them more of a chance. People tell me all the time, you know, you missed out on a game that was great just because it didn't look amazing. You should give them a shot. Sadly, when I usually play games that are older school, throwback games, or indie games, my mainstream audience complains. Well, we just want to see new releases where you rage. Well, that's great. And yes, that definitely has an audience, don't get me wrong. But that's not the end-all and be-all of who I am as a gamer or content creator. And there are many people who like to watch other kinds of content. In particular, this game, Stranger Things 3, not only is it awesome because it's tying in with a television series that I'm a fan of, but also it's great retro throwback style gameplay, and there's tons of opportunity for us to interact during these streams because there's no spoken dialogue, right? So this has been a lot of fun. I really enjoyed the stream on Thursday when I first played this game for the first time, and quite frankly, I'm really looking forward to this again today, all right? Hopefully, you will approach this stream with an open mind and not just completely shut down and say, oh, no, this is garbage content because it's an old school game and it doesn't, you know, it's not pretty. You know, like, I seriously hope that you will give it a shot. I think you're going to enjoy the stream if you do, okay? Especially because, like I said, there's ample opportunities for us to talk and interact and make it a fun stream, not just about necessarily 100% about the quality of the game. All right? The other thing that I do have to say is recently a lot of the big AAA titles that have come out aren't very good. If you haven't noticed, a lot of the games that were supposed to be good and get overhyped end up being lackluster. Maybe every once in a while we should give a game like this a shot rather than just shooting it down because it looks like it came out in the 1990s. Okay, guys? I'm just saying. So, hopefully you will, give it a shot. Hopefully you will enjoy it. And hopefully this will be a great stream. I know for a fact I'm going to like it. I'm in a great mood. I'm not even kidding you. Like, I was very much anticipating coming back from break and playing this game again today because I enjoyed it so much on Thursday. All right, so I certainly hope that you guys will enjoy the stream. Fair enough? There you go. Super Blind Man says, well, personally, the Stranger Things game looks as good to me as any other game does. I think people get too hung up on graphics. Super Blind Man, who is actually blind, saying the game looks just as good as any other game. That's pretty funny. Good to see you, Super Blind Man, by the way. Hope you're doing well. All right, so my first stream today here will be the continuation of Stranger Things 3, the game. 4 hours of fun progress. I believe that the game has as many chapters as episodes. And I believe that Stranger Things has 8 episodes, right? And I think we're in chapter 3 right now. So maybe after today's stream, we'll end up in like chapter 6. We'll see. Okay. Later tonight will be the return of Judgment to my streams for another late night kind of chill vibe stream. Why? Because for Judgment, it really is kind of a chill game. It's got a ton of fun side content, the quirkiness of Kamurocho, which we already know about from the Yakuza franchise, paired with this cool murder mystery drama kind of plot. So I'm actually, again, very excited for more Judgment later tonight. Is today going to be super action based? Is it going to be, oh my god, new releases? No, but that's okay. We don't have to do that every single day, guys. We don't. All right. Sunday will be the continuation of Final Fantasy IX, a playthrough that most people have really enjoyed, especially those who like watching my throwback RPGs. We'll be doing a major 4-hour stream of Final Fantasy IX on Sunday. And Sunday night, I'm going to give the Sinking City another shot. Last time we played, we had significant plot progress, and I think for the most part, I'm just going to focus on the main storyline when we play the Sinking City from now on. The side content was fun, and it actually gave us a lot of information about some of the characters in the game. At the same time, my viewing audience is having a major problem with this game because even though it's a new release, it's not very riveting. Let's face it, it really isn't. I'll be honest with you. A lot of the times it's boring to me too. So I'm going to give it another shot on Sunday night. We'll see how that goes, okay? On Monday, we're returning to Super Mario Maker 2. Yes, I know you guys, after last week's stream, have been fiending for more Super Mario Maker 2. You're going to get your wish on Monday when I'm doing, ladies and gentlemen, a major stream of it. That's right, I'm not just doing... I'm not just going to be doing, 2 hours. I'm going to be doing a major 4-hour stream of Super Mario Maker 2. Now, I'm doing this for 2 reasons, okay? Number 1, I'm doing it because some people liked that stream so much last week that I want to give you what you want, all right? So we're going to do that. Number 2, I'm doing this because by then, probably there's going to be significantly more created stages, so it's going to be enough to fill up a full stream, I feel, okay? Now, will I be going back to the stage that defeated me and I was not able to complete last time I played? Yeah, I'll give it another shot. But I also want to check out many other stages as well. So I'm going to be doing a variety of new stages that you guys suggest, but also stages that are highly ranked in the game. And I'm going to go back to that insanely difficult challenge stage that I played the other day, and it completely defeated me and destroyed me. So it's going to be a good variety of stuff. Okay, so Monday's main stream should be a lot of fun. Monday night, I'm going to return to Minecraft for my weekly Minecraft chill stream, alright? Now, I'm also streaming on Tuesday and Wednesday, okay? What am I playing on Tuesday and Wednesday? I'm not sure yet. It's actually going to depend on how Stranger Things 3 goes today. If we need another stream of it or not, I don't know. We're going to find out. We'll play it by ear. We'll see what happens. Chances are, I'm probably going to be doing my weekly stream of Black Ops 4 Blackout, because those streams are still performing very well and people still want to see that game be played. So chances are we'll be doing that one of those nights. What the other night will be, I have no idea. The daytime streams, maybe Stranger Things 3, maybe Final Fantasy. I don't know. We'll see. We'll play it by ear, all right? There is no major new release this week, so no problems there. However, later on in the week, on Friday, not a week, it's this coming Friday, Dragon Quest Builders 2 is releasing, okay? And I'm very much looking forward to this game, because it seems like it's going to be a combination of kind of the exploration and crafting and farming of Minecraft with actual combat and a story. Unlike Minecraft that has no story, this game has a story. All right, so that should be pretty fun. We're going to start that up this coming Friday, excuse me. So there is a new release this week. Is it a super duper high profile AAA Ranger release? Not really, but this is a game that could end up being interesting and fun and maybe become an ongoing stream depending on how it goes. But that's this Friday. This Thursday is my day off, all right? Now, I know that's weird because you're like, Phil, you just took a day off on Friday, but you're taking this Thursday off. Yes, I am. And just to forewarn everyone, my schedule is going to be a little bit weird for the next couple of weeks, all right? I don't know if and how it's going to basically stabilize. The reason I say that is Kat's work schedule is weird for the next couple of weeks. So normally I'd be taking my day off on a Thursday or a Friday. That's not going to consistently happen in July for the next couple of weeks. We have to see what happens, all right? But I just want to forewarn everyone up front. You know, I know normally things are more consistent. It's not going to be like that. It might be a little bit more sporadic this month with my day off kind of fluctuating. But I will be sure to keep you all in the know, all right here on the stream, so you'll always know. You always can either watch my stream or check out my schedule on Twitter. You know, what's going on, what days, and what days are my days off, okay? Fair enough? All right, now I have a few updates, guys. Number one, the Viewers' Choice polling continues. It is a vicious back and forth. You know, people are voting for basically 3 different games to top this poll. At the same time, it looks like there's a couple other games that also have a close shot of making it to the final poll. FYI, I said this the other day, I'm going to say it again. There's not going to be any ties with the Viewers' Choice polling. All right, I just want to make that clear. There's no ties allowed when it comes to Viewers' Choice. What's going to happen is, if we get a tie for the Viewers' Choice poll, I'm going to do a sudden death poll to determine the true winner. All right, so FYI, if you have not yet voted, please do. Please head over to theking8.com, which is my website. Go to the forums. The general section of the forums is where this poll exists. Please vote for all of the games, and I believe there's 12 games listed, all of the games you want to see me play for a summertime Viewers' Choice playthrough. And that poll will, at the earliest, it will close early this coming week. I may leave it open a little bit longer, maybe another few days or week. We'll see. But yeah, you have to vote. Please make your voice heard. As I said, this is one of the few times where I've really opened it up to everyone being able to vote. I used to just do Patrons' Choice events, and those were, don't get me wrong, those were successful. But I really wanted to do something that got everyone involved. And this is a playthrough that I want to start sooner rather than later, because there aren't that many major releases in July coming up. What I'd like to do, essentially, is play the Viewers' Choice game as a new upcoming playthrough, maybe in late July, for the second half of July. All right? So please vote if you have not. Very important that you vote. Okay? Now, in addition, folks, I have thought very decidedly about what we should do for the monthly sub goal this month. I think we're going to go with the Rageathon idea that I had. I think that this will be fun, something different, a marathon of games that are going to be rage-inducing. Of course, that all depends on what games you actually nominate for said Rageathon, right? I did not set that up yet on the stream today. I will start that tomorrow. So starting tomorrow, there will be a monthly subs goal to hit. And if we hit it, there will be a Rageathon event going on probably in August. Because probably what will happen is if we hit the subs goal, I'll immediately have people start nominating. And then and then voting, and probably like around mid-August, we'll have all the data we need to do that Rageathon maybe around middle of August, okay? So, yes, I will have that set up as of tomorrow, and yes, it's going to be the Rageathon event. So I hope that you guys will get excited for that, and if you're not subscribed, hopefully you will subscribe to the channel, which will allow us to hit a sub goal and do that Rageathon special event. Okay? So there you go. Alrighty, I'm trying to think right now if there's anything else I need to address before we move on to the next part of pre-stream. Not really. I think that I've addressed all the major stuff that I wanted to get out of the way before we moved on. Alright. So, that being said, everybody, let's now move on to the next part of my pre-stream, which is the gratuitous plugs. Alright. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for 11 awesome years of being a content creator. Back in 2008, I started doing this as a hobby, just filming my TV as I played video games with a digital camera. For 2.5 years, I did that completely as a hobby, never made a dime doing it. Then I lost my office job out of nowhere, completely unexpected, and I decided to turn my hobby into a way to make a living. It was very lucky that I was able to. And for 6 straight years, from 2011 to 2017, I was a full-time gaming YouTuber. Okay? And it was a lot of fun, don't get me wrong. But sadly, in 2017, YouTube's ad revenue bottom completely fell out, the adpocalypse happened, and it became completely unviable for someone like me to make a living doing this. Alright, just did. They completely screwed the website up, and there's no way to do it anymore. So, I had to change and adapt, and I did. I instead changed from being a full-time YouTuber to a full-time gaming streamer. And let me tell you guys, it's been a ton of fun. I absolutely love being a full-time gaming streamer. I feel that the streams and the content that I put out now is much more interesting and worthwhile than it used to be because of the interactive aspect of it. I think I honestly was kind of missing the boat when it came to doing things like this back in the day. I should have been doing this a lot earlier, but hey, you know, like they say, hindsight's 20/20, right? So I'm just happy that I did get involved with it when I did. That being said, because now I rely mostly on streaming, my YouTube channel has become an archive where I don't put out any original content. Therefore, I rely mostly on crowdfunding support from you guys, the stream viewers, in order to keep going. So if you guys love my daily live streams, and if you guys love my on-demand archived videos, the raw archives that I do of these streams over on DSPGaming on YouTube every day, and you want to see this continue to be successful, please consider contributing via one of the methods I am going to mention right here on the pre-stream. Now, please understand, guys, that anything that I mention here is not required. It's not mandatory. I'm very happy just to have people come by and hang out with me every day, enjoy games, you know, see my live reactions, have fun. That's what this is all about, and I just want you to understand that. However, it is a necessary evil, right, that in order for me to do this, I have to make some money doing it, you know, via various methods, so that I can afford to do it, right? So, again, not mandatory, but greatly appreciated if you can contribute. Thank you very much to anyone who does. And now, let's go through some of those methods. First of all, folks, my Patreon. I have a Patreon monthly campaign that I run over at patreon.com/darksidephil. By pledging to my Patreon, you earn many monthly perks. I will not go into massive detail about said perks because all the detail is listed there on the site. Please give it a look. Thanks to anyone who is a current patron of mine. I appreciate that. And if you are not a current patron of mine, give it a look and consider it. Thanks again. I also sell Teespring merchandise, t-shirts primarily, but there's many other things on there like sweatshirts and mugs, etc. Anything you buy from my Teespring store helps me out, and you get a cool collectible, so please give that a look and consider it as well, folks. Thank you. And if you're here live on the streams, alright, and you would like to get a live shout-out during the stream for a contribution, you can do that. If you either cheer with bits or subscribe to the channel, or if you tip me during today's stream, I'm going to give you a live thank you shout-out. Now, understand that a few things have to be covered here, some ground rules. The first is that I have to abide by Twitch's terms of service. Alright, I just have to. It means I can't say and do certain things on the streams. Understand some people post up things with a cheer or a tip that are not allowed on Twitch. I can't get into the specifics of it, obviously. There's, you know, decency and stuff, morality clauses and the like. In addition to that, I don't want to derail my stream with things like politics or religion or drama. Alright, just not going to do it. I'm not going to do that. So if I see that, contributions are coming in, but those contributions are tied to drama or things that are trying to derail the stream or things that I otherwise think would not be beneficial to the stream, FYI, I do not have any actual obligation to say or do anything in reaction to anything. Just understand that, okay? Your contributions are fully willing of your own behalf, with the understanding that I may or may not say anything on the stream. However, it is much appreciated when you guys do contribute, and I make every conscious effort to try to give you credit for your contributions, including, as you can see at the top of the screen, a Stream Stats leaderboard where I will list up the person who is the current top cheerer, as well as the current top tipper for today's stream. All right? Now, in addition to all of that, we have a cheering leaderboard that is basically built into the stream chat here on Twitch. And as you can see, lots of people have gotten credit already this week for their contributions. So it's another way, if you cheer, that you can actually get credit and a little bit of extra, recognition for your contributions as well. All right. Now, of all the things I just said, guys, being very honest and upfront and transparent with all of you. Right now, I'm in an absolutely horrible financial position. I have been for a few months, and it doesn't look like it's got any signs of stopping anytime soon. Essentially, what happens is in the first 2 weeks of every month, all of my bills clear, and then I don't get paid by Twitch until the 15th of the month. Sadly, what happens is I end up being massively behind on all my bills, right? They overdraft the hell out of my bank account, and then that gets replenished by Twitch in the middle of the month. All right? It just sucks. This is the nature of the beast. I've tried changing my bill dates and the like, and it's just, I've done what I can. Right now, if you really want to help me out, the best way you could help me is by tipping me. By tipping me, those are funds that I can use right away. I'm not going to lie, guys. I am overdrafted on my bank account already, and I have no income coming in for another 9 days. That's not good. I have to pray that my bank's going to clear all payment stuff coming up. If you tip me, I'm going to put that straight to my bank account and hopefully help to remedy this situation. So tips are greatly appreciated. Tips are going to help me more than anything else right now. So please, if you're going to contribute today, please consider tipping me if you can. Now listen, cheering, subbing, Patreon, Teespring, all those things are still greatly appreciated, and yes, they do still help. But in the short term, it's the tipping that's going to help me out more than anything, so please consider it. And again, I thank anyone who even considers contributing in any way. It is not mandatory, but it is greatly appreciated. Fair enough? All right, folks, I got the plugs out of the way. It is now time to get to the shout-out segment of the stream. This is when I give a shout-out to the people who have contributed, and we update the leaderboards and the like, all right? So, let's do that. All righty then. Okay, so everybody, we start off today with Jay Bowler, who actually resubscribed to the channel overnight, like during my day off. So thank you, Jay Bowler, for the resub yesterday. It is much appreciated. Thank you for the support when I'm not even here. In addition, Tantamounter did a 100-bit cheer during my day off there. Very nice. Thank you very much for that. Kinemoto 2 subscribed to the channel overnight. It wasn't actually, during the day off, but it was overnight. So thank you, Kinemoto, for the overnight subscription. I appreciate that very, very much. Very cool of you. And now we actually get to start off with people who contributed during today's stream. The first contributor was Uzi Gohard. Thank you very much, Uzi Gohard, for the contribution. He did he resubscribed for 6 months. That actually earns him the Golden Crown Chat Badge. Hope you enjoy that, Uzi. And he says, I am now officially a hardcore fan. Alrighty then. He's very hardcore, apparently. That's what he's into. So thank you very much, Uzi Gohar. I appreciate that. Thank you for the support. Sniper Carlito just did a $4 tip. Thank you very much, Sniper Carlito. And he says, I watched your Dead Rising playthrough recently. The sniper fight with Carlito was hilarious to watch. Yeah. So, for those who don't know what he's addressing, a few years ago, I think it was like 3 or 4 years ago, they re-released Dead Rising on modern consoles as an HD remake. Basically an HD version of the game. Even though the original game was also HD, they kind of upgraded it for the modern consoles. And I had never played the original Dead Rising before. I'd only played 2, 3, and then later on 4. So I didn't really understand how to play the game. And so when I did, it was pretty hilarious. Like, I didn't know what I was doing. I was flubbing my way through it. I remember raging multiple times at this game. There were multiple there were sniper fights and things that were just fucking hilarious. If you haven't seen that playthrough, I recommend you check it out. It's on demand right now on DSPGaming. Go give it a look, all right? But it was a pretty fun playthrough. Eventually, I did beat the game. It took a million years to do so, but I did beat the game. I even remember at the end of the game, I had like no healing items and stuff, and somehow I still succeeded in beating the game. Don't ask me how. But it was pretty good. So, thank you very much, Sniper Carlito, for the $4 tip. That is much appreciated. Again, tips are helping me more than anything anyway, so thank you so much for that. And, yeah, I definitely one of the playthroughs in the last few years that I recommend people check out if you want a good laugh. Okay? Continuing on. Westside Rascal did a 500-bit cheer. Thank you, Westside Rascal. I appreciate that very much. Okay? And he didn't say anything besides go Phil. Well, thank you very much, Westside Rascal, for the support. That is the top cheer of the day, so let's go ahead and get you up on the leaderboard, Rascal. That is not a W. Thank you. Continuing on, Cookie Monster 414 is resub for 11 months. Thank you to the Cookie Monster for the resub and the ongoing support. I appreciate that. Alrighty. Up next, we got Dorky, who did a 50-bit stream and said, would you consider doing a Mario Maker 2 stream where you play levels made by your Twitch subs? Yes. Excuse me. In fact, FYI, if you're not aware, I am accepting suggestions for stages to play in Mario Maker when I do my major stream on Monday. All you need to do is email me at darksidephil@hotmail.com and give me the level code and tell me what kind of a stage it is so I know if I'm interested, okay? Yeah, do that for sure. Absolutely. Send me that information, and those are stages that I may check out, you know, on Monday, okay? Already there's 2 people who have sent me a couple suggested stages that sound pretty good to me that I'm going to be checking out on Monday's stream. Okay? Okay. Timbo Slice just cheered. He said, prayers to any viewers in South Cali. It's been a couple scary days. Last 2 days have had massive earthquakes. Do you have any fault lines in your area and chance for them? No, we have volcanoes. We actually have a volcano here that, you know, is dormant. Is there a chance that the volcano would erupt? Yes, there is. There's always a chance that a volcano will erupt out of nowhere. I don't necessarily live right next to it, which is good, but more than likely I would be negatively affected, obviously, by people who live near it, and, you know, not much can be done in that regard. But, yeah, obviously there's been some pretty bad earthquakes. Supposedly, I've heard they're pretty high magnitude in California recently. I don't know anyone who's been, like, massively negatively affected. I don't know if any deaths have happened or any major injuries. But obviously, everyone, I hope they're all right. It's pretty crazy how in the last few years we've seen some crazy things happen. Natural disasters, like hurricanes and floods, that have affected certain areas that previously weren't issue to have these things, and all of a sudden now they're being negatively affected. Now we got earthquakes coming. Like, it's pretty obvious we're seeing some major changes to our planet. I'm not going to be some kind of a political commentator here and say that I'm going to make anything out of that, because I really have nothing to add. I'm not a scientist here who can talk about climate change and stuff. But I just wish everyone well. I hope that everyone is safe, and yeah, definitely I hope that it works out. Okay, so there you go. All right, Eternal Napalm. Cheers. Have you felt any of the big quakes? The Ring of Fire is super active. Is the big one inevitable? Again, Eternal Napalm, I am not a climate change expert. I don't have any information about this that, you know, that anyone would, you know. So, I would say, don't worry, you know, I don't come to me looking for any kind of knowledge or any kind of valid opinion on it. I have none. Like I said, I just wish that people would be safe, you know. It sucks that it seems like places that used to be safe to live aren't going to be safe to live in the near future, at least from what we're seeing, so. Timbo Slice Cheer, he says, there have been injuries and a lot of fires. Wow, that's terrible. Well, very sad to hear that, and again, I wish everyone the best. Vote Democrat did a 62-bit cheer, and he says, recently, I'm not even getting notifications on comments on YouTube. Like, YouTube is literally getting worse and worse every single fucking day. I'm not sure what you mean by that. You know, the reason I can't really attest to it is because I don't know anything about the comment system on YouTube. I haven't used it in almost 2 years, and quite frankly, when I did use it, it was a waste of time anyway. Like, it was just toxic and unmoddable, and just to make it a waste of time. It's hilarious because, you know, when I used to have YouTube comments running, okay, basically it got so disgustingly bad and toxic that my actual viewers and fans who were there for positive stuff asked me to turn them off. They actually said, "Phil, just turn them off." You know, they're so gross that we can't even get a positive word in edgewise. There's no point in even having these on anymore. There's no productive use to them because it's just become so nasty. There was a time years and years ago, you know, when I was a full-time YouTuber, that I actually used to moderate my comments. It was a ton of fucking work. It was like every video I uploaded, I have to micromanage the comments and look for negative shit. And, you know, then I stopped. People just said, "Phil, stop doing that. Just let the comments run." So I did. And then it got so nasty and toxic, my viewers asked me to just shut off the comments. So I did. You know, like, that's pretty much the story of YouTube at this point. You know what I mean? Like, it's not controllable anymore. They let the monster loose and they let it run so rampant and basically get so bad and toxic that there's really nothing that can positively come out of that site anymore. I hate to say it, you know. It's just, it is what it is. We all know what to expect from YouTube at this point. That's why, for me, YouTube is only an archive of my raw content here on streams. I don't put any effort into doing original content for YouTube anymore. Every time that I've attempted to do so, it ended up being a complete waste of time in the last few years, and I said, screw it. So, that's why. Sad to hear that it sounds like another functionality that you seem to use and like doesn't work. It's not surprising to me it doesn't work. You know, it is what it is. And that's what we just got to expect with YouTube moving forward. Okay? All right, continuing on. Yanni took me $1.25 and said, "I recently started watching your streams. I used to watch you years ago on YouTube around the start of Street Fighter 4, and I loved the content. Went back to rewatch now. YouTube flooded me with hate videos on you. Why is that allowed in their terms of service? F the haters, keep being you." In reality, Yanni, if you want to know the truth, it's not. YouTube's terms of service is so silly because they say things like, "Oh, you can't make hateful videos and you can't do this and that," but they just allow it. They allow it. They don't really police their content at all. When people mass flag stuff, they frequently just ignore your... In essence, the only way you can get any kind of defense against stuff on YouTube is if you threaten to sue. You actually have to go to a lawyer. This is not exaggeration. You have to go to a lawyer and file a lawsuit and say, "Listen, if this stuff doesn't stop, you know, I'm actually going to sue you." And then YouTube will take legal action and actually take down content permanently. Sadly, the problem was that it became a viral thing, you know, years ago to make fun of me on YouTube and basically hate on me for whatever reasons. Because there are many different reasons that people did it over the years, don't get me wrong. And, you know, it just became an unstoppable viral force. And there's no reason for me to even worry about it anymore. There's nothing I can do about it. And like I said, I don't even care about YouTube anymore. I don't give a shit what's over there because I just do fun streams, you know? So that's all I care about. So I'm just happy to hear, Yanni, you came over here. Hang out with us on stream every day. You'll have a lot of fun. If you can't catch a stream, check out the archives on YouTube. And just ignore the nonsense, because that's what I do. The Dirty Alderman did a 100-bit cheer and says, "Can I get a shout-out to the guy who uses Silent Hill music in their videos? Akira Yamaoka?" Well, I don't know who that is, but thank you, Dirty Alderman, for the cheer. Alrighty. Shout out to Laughing Goat Simulator, who cheers at any update on playing Bloodstained. The reviews look incredible. The update is as follows. No plans on playing it in the short term because I'm in the midst of so many other playthroughs anyway. If, as the summer progresses, I begin to finish up with said games, and we have a lot of downtime and nothing going on, and people still desire to see me play it, I will consider playing it. But no, it's not happening anytime, you know, in the next couple of weeks, okay? Timbo Slice cheered. He says, "Got a stream setting question for you. Been testing out things to start streaming. Found that 1080p at 30 frames per second with 4500 bitrate seems to be sweet spot for Twitch. What do you stream at?" I stream it, I believe it's 6500 bits. Excuse me, bits. A 6500 bit rate is what I should have said. Don't quote me on that. I may actually be slightly higher or slightly lower. Basically, I'm doing as highly as I'm doing as highly as Twitch will allow me to do. They made some changes several years ago to allow the bitrate to be increased. So now I stream it basically whatever the maximum allowed is. Unless they've changed it again, which I never saw any notification about that from Twitch. You would think they would tell everyone if they did increase that limitation. And I do stream at 1080p. Now, there's some exceptions. If I want to stream it at 60 frames per second, for example, let's say I'm playing Call of Duty. I want to play that at a full 60 frames. The game looks much better at 60 frames. Then I lower my resolution to 720p. All right? And you may say, well, why do you do that? Because basically my streaming setup and my capture setup are different. I actually capture at a higher bit rate, around 9,000 bit rate. Reason being, YouTube doesn't have that limitation like Twitch does. They allow you to do whatever bit rate you want. So I get to put out higher quality videos on demand on YouTube than technically the streams that I stream on Twitch. That's just the truth. If you watch on YouTube, you're seeing slightly better quality because they allow it. But because I'm capturing and streaming at different qualities, my computer can't handle doing 60 frames at 1080p. So I have to lower the stream quality to do that. Okay? So for me, the sweet spot is 1080p, 30 frames, and around 6500 bitrate. But when I capture for YouTube, I capture at 9,000 because YouTube allows me to do so. I would gladly change those settings in the future if they would allow it. I don't know if they ever will. Just being quite honest here. Okay? All right. Vote Democrat cheered and said, I'm surprised Google doesn't dump YouTube and create another platform. They wouldn't dump YouTube because YouTube is known as the #1 video sharing website. You know what I mean? They are the monopoly. And even though they've screwed the site up over and over and over and over the years, they still are incredibly popular. So why are they going to dump that? That would be pretty ridiculous. We're #1, let's dump it. You know what I mean? Like, that would be pretty stupid. So don't get me wrong, they know what they're doing. All right, they definitely know what they're doing in that regard. But, you know, does the platform suck? Yes, it does. I don't think anyone's going to beat around the bush about that. Okay, Eternal Napalm cheered, said, I see a lot of your YouTube videos have lots of downvotes. Your pathetic haters try to mess up your analytics. Oh, that's all they do. Because they realize they can no longer leave disgusting, toxic comments on my videos, so they sit there downvoting. In reality, they're so dumb, they don't realize that a downvote actually helps a video just like an upvote. I'm not even exaggerating. By the way, guys, there's going to be a bottle crunch, so prepare yourselves. Ready? Here it comes. Okay. So, if you weren't aware, downvoting counts as a positive against the video, just like an upvote. It's considered engagement. It's considered video engagement. All right? It's actually far worse for a video to have no up or down votes than a video to have a bunch of down votes. Every downvote that I receive actually helps my video rankings. As dumb as that sounds, that's how YouTube works. But the trolls are so stupid, they don't understand that. They have this weird, like, bizarre, erroneous philosophical belief that if they just thumb down a video that it's going to hurt me. In reality, it doesn't. They're just that stupid. But I've said this over the years many times. They just don't listen. There's people who literally will just sit there and downvote every video that I upload to YouTube. I mean, it's completely pointless that they do this, but they do it. So, yeah, they're that stupid. I don't even know what to say. They're actually that stupid. But yeah, they sit there just downvoting everything. They literally sit there and they downvote every video thinking that it hurts me when it doesn't. Let's see here. Vote Democrat cheered again. He says, I heard Twitch lets the biggest streamers like Dr. Disrespect and Ninja stream at higher rates. Maybe they do. It may very well be true that they do. I don't know. I'm not a part of that elitist club. I'm just happy to be able to stream at what I can. I hope that one day Twitch will allow higher bit rates. I know my streams would look much better if they would let me stream at 9,000 like I used to on YouTube, but I stream at what they allow me to, and that's that. Okay? Bagel Goose did a 100-bit cheer, and he said, if you had an unlimited budget, how would you renovate your office into the ultimate pad? Well, I mean, my problem with my office is, this is being very honest, I'm limited with what I can do because of the house, okay? I know that sounds weird, but the reason my office is kind of stuck the way it is because I need to have an air conditioner near the window, Because of that, I can't rotate the stuff around in the office. Like, I couldn't sit on the other side of the office because the air conditioner would be blowing right on me, and it would be blowing on my laptop and my setup here. In reality, okay, the problem with my home setup is that I can't get, like, central air conditioning because the house is set up wrong. So, story time, everybody. Okay, story time. When I first moved here in 2014, I knew that there was a cooling system in the house, but it wasn't an air conditioner. It was just a fan system, a circulation system. Now, I had asked my neighbors, is this sufficient? And they had said, yeah, for the most part it is. We get maybe 1 or 2 hot weeks a year, but it's not that big of a deal here in Washington State. It's not really that hot. So for the most part, you don't need air conditioning at all. It's fine. So I thought that would be sufficient. I was horribly wrong. The first year that I moved here, we had a 3-week heat streak. It was a heat wave where temperatures were around 90 degrees or hotter. My office heated up to over 100 degrees every day because what I didn't know is that the sun actually, beats on the front of the house in the late afternoon hours for about 4 straight hours, and it makes this side of the house heat up by about 15 degrees. So even though the rest of the house was perfectly fine without air conditioning, this office became completely unbearable to be in, and I needed to be in here every day to work. So that sucked. And I was like, well, what can I do? At that point, I had a professional guy come here, and this guy was a heating guy / air conditioning guy. What I wanted him to do was check on my heating system for the fall, before the fall hit, to see if he needed to change the filter, do whatever. He's doing some work. And when he was here, I said, I'm just curious. I know I don't have central air, but I'm just wondering, would it ever be possible to put it into this house? Let's say years down the line, I have some money to do it. Could I put in central air here? And he says, well, the answer is yes and no. He's basically like, you could, all right, but it wouldn't be effective. I said, why? He says, well, take a look at the way your ductwork was put in. They did it wrong. Basically, when they made these houses, they didn't build them to have central air. So even if you had central air and air conditioning pushed through this duct, it wouldn't even reach your office. We need to redesign the ductwork in your house in order to have central air work. All right. Wow. So I asked him, roughly how much does something like that cost? He said, well, to do the ducting would probably cost several $1,000s. And then, of course, the central air system. So essentially, you're looking at around $13,000. What the fuck? $13,000 to put central air into my house, all right? Now, if I had working central air, then I wouldn't need the air conditioner over near the window. Then I would have free reign to move in the office about as however I wanted, all right? So, there you go. Really, essentially, that's my problem. I'm stuck being where I am in the office because I need to be as far away from the air conditioner as possible, or else I have it blowing on me constantly. Like someone suggested, rotating the office around, me sitting on the other side over there, and having the TV against the wall over here, and basically making it so that I could have a green screen behind me, which would be pretty neat and everything, but essentially it wouldn't work. The air conditioner would be blowing directly onto me and my equipment, which isn't going to work. Okay? It would probably work for about 4 to 5 months of the year, and the other 7 months it wouldn't work. So that's why I haven't ever made any major changes to my setup. Since I've been here, I haven't been able to make any changes because I'm stuck where I am. Maybe one day I'll pay off all the crazy debts in my name and I'll come into some money and I'll be able to actually do it. But sadly, that day is not today, and so that's why I'm stuck doing what I do. Okay, guys? All right, continuing on. Foozy cheered and said, do you have any plans on replaying Mario Maker level that you couldn't beat? Yes, I am going to try that again on Monday during that stream. I am going to try it again. Westside Rascal just did 100-bit cheers. It's the Justin Bieber baby effect. The more downvotes a video gets, the better it ranks in searches. That's how Justin Bieber's video took off. Wow. Yeah, in fact, wasn't there a girl who I guess made a music video? Wasn't it like Friday, something like that? She was like a terrible song, but everyone downvoted it and it ended up becoming virally popular because of that or something, and she made a ton of money. I don't know. I swear I remember that story from a long time ago. But Yeah, I'm serious. Downvoting actually helps. Rebecca Black, that's who it was. Rebecca Black. Well, there you go. Vote Democrat cheered and said, I guess that's why YouTube didn't get mad when YouTube Rewind got the most dislikes in YouTube history. Absolutely correct. That's absolutely correct. Why would they care? It's a video where they don't care what people think. They never have. They never will. They're not going to change their philosophy all of a sudden out of nowhere. And so they don't care that their video that's supposed to celebrate YouTube gets the most downvotes in YouTube history. They think that's funny. It gave their video engagement. Shout out to Abigail Rayfinger, who did a 600-bit cheer. That makes Abigail the top cheerer of the day. Thank you very much, Abigail. Let me get you up on the leaderboard here. Okay, everyone. So we're going to start in a moment here. What I'd like to do is give a shout out to the top cheering contributors of the week. And then if there are any final contributions, I'll give shout outs. And then we're going to get started here with Stranger Things 3. Okay? Let's continue. So thank you to the top cheers of the week. In 10th place is Mr. Papavera. 9th place goes to Golden Colts. 8th place is Wedside Rascal. 7th place, Orcs or Dorks 7. 6th place, Baby Man Gaming. 5th place, Infinite 55. 4th place, Slie. 3rd place, Insomniatic Me. 2nd place, Nihilistic Goldfish. And in 1st place, Creepy Spaghetti. Now, as that was happening, Timbo Slice cheered 50 bits and says, I'm in 10th. He's right. He bumped Mr. Papavera. So in reality, it is now Timbo Slice who is the 10th highest cheerer of the week. Very nice. Okay? So thanks, everyone, for your contributions. Just another reminder, the best way that you can contribute today is to tip me. Tipping me helps me tremendously. I really need the help right now. I am completely overdrawn on my bank account, and I have no income coming in until the 15th. So anything you guys can do to help out, much appreciated, and will help defray the problem getting monstrously overdrawn and getting all these fees and shit. So please, guys, thank you very much. Any tips you can lend are much appreciated and help me out more than anything. Even though I'm appreciative of all other contributions, please consider tipping me. There's 2 ways to tip me. Below the stream, there's a tips jar button you can click on, or you can type !tip into the stream chat. You don't have to give out your name when you tip. You can be anonymous or make a name up. You don't need a PayPal account to tip me. You can use a debit or credit card, all right? Thank you, guys. All right, guys. That is it. Let's end the pre-stream. Let's begin with Stranger Things 3. I hope by now many of you have watched Stranger Things 3. Just to answer your questions before you ask. No, I have not seen Stranger Things 3 yet. I saw 20 minutes of it last night. So I'm going to actually start watching it. Hopefully I'll watch some of it tonight. And I'll be watching some of it in the next few days. So I'll try to get caught up. So as I play this game, at least I'm watching the show too. Because this is the plot of Stranger Things 3 Season 3. I just haven't had a chance to watch it yet. Okay? Shout out to Hank Duma, who just tipped me $5. He says, presently surprised by Stranger Things 3. How far are you into the game? We are in Chapter 3. I just got Joyce, who has the bolt cutters, and I'm basically going throughout the entire game, opening up all the optional doors now that needed the bolt cutters to open. I really like how it's kind of like, in that regard, almost like a Metroidvania game. Each character has a new ability, and certain characters will be able to go do things you previously couldn't do. I like that. So, all right. It is time to end the pre-stream. It is time to begin today's gameplay. Thank you guys very much. Let's begin. All right.